Good evening, everyone. It's Sam here at Sacred Oak Temple in Edmonton, Alberta. Today's full moon ritual is more in the way of a meditation than a formal ritual. I hope you'll bear with me. It's on the theme of journey and return. September 29th, 2023. To begin with, of course, the Sacred Oak Temple respectfully acknowledges that we are located on Treaty 6 territory. Today we connect ourselves to this place and we introduce ourselves to the goddesses and the gods of the Cree, the Dene, Blackfoot, Saulteaux, Nakota Sioux, as well as the Métis peoples. We introduce ourselves to the spirit of the river, the sky, the wind that blows across the plain from the mountains. I offer tobacco to the spirits of this land, and I ask for their permission to be here and help to come to belong here. As we prepare to enter sacred space, I'd like you all to take a few deep breaths and hold them for a second and then release them. First breath. With the first breath, we are here in our bodies. With the second breath, reach down to the earth and up to the sky. And with the third breath, we reach out to the others in our circle today, and we connect our energy to theirs. And now we're prepared to be in sacred space. This is a place that is not a place, in a time that is not a time, halfway between the worlds of gods and of mortals. This is a place that is all places, a time that is eternity, where gods and mortals come together. And this is a place that is our home, a time that is our lives, where we can be greater than we thought. Now I'll be calling each of the directions in turn, and I'd like you to follow along in your circle at home. To begin with the east, which in my home is right behind me. The roads go ever, ever on, under cloud and under star. As we breathe in the air, we gain the power to see the path ahead. The south. As the fire warms us, we gain the power to take a chance. To the west. Roads go ever, ever on, over rock and under tree. As the water connects us, we can dream of whatever lies ahead of us. To the north. Roads go ever, ever on, over rock and under tree, as the earth gives us the strength and the foundation of understanding. In the center. The road goes ever on and on, down from the door where it began. Now far ahead the road has gone, and I must follow if I can, pursuing it with eager feet until it joins some larger way, where any paths and errands meet, and whither then I cannot say. May the power of the Spirit call us to open our eyes and our hearts and to act rightly in the world. Today, I want to reflect on journey and return. Why do we go out into the world? Because where we are doesn't have everything that we need. Because of an itch we have to scratch. Because of a question we need to answer. What exactly that is will be different for each of us. Some of us are content, or we can live with the uncertainty and unanswered questions. But those who cannot settle have to leave our homes to journey. The point of leaving is to encounter new people and places. Those who travel but eat at the same fast food places and stay in the tourist neighborhoods where everyone speaks their language and dresses like them, they're moving around, but they're not on the journey. The journey is about the encounter with otherness. We find ourselves as we find who we are not, as we know those who are profoundly different from us. These encounters happen sometimes even when we don't intend them, or even when we resist them, but we will not understand them if we don't open ourselves up to them. We can either hold on to that colonial perspective and see ourselves as the center of the universe and the only point of reference. We can try to change others to suit ourselves, to judge them on the basis of their being different from us. Or we can see ourselves as being different from them, and no more or less important in the world and in the encounters that we have than they are. The truth of the people and places we find as we journey is not in us. Their history preceded us, and it continues after we've gone. To quote from the Tao, "Return is the motion of the way. Softening is its function. All things in the cosmos arise from being, but being arises from non-being." This coming month, for the first time in 30 years, I'm on a journey back to Ontario. I'll see old friends and family, and I'll revisit places that I knew as a young man. What will I find there? When we come back to where we began, it's only then that we can see how much we've changed. This change is our true voyage in life. So I'd like you all to think now of your journeys to come to be here and now. Think of your ancestors' journeys to bring you here. What changes have you experienced? What things have you kept? And what do we bring back from our encounters with others? We must use what we learned and the power that we gained from these travels to heal what was broken where we came from. The hero leaves the village to become the hero that the village needs when they return. We must go to change, to grow. Otherwise, it's not a journey, it's just running away. We also cannot stop. When we journey and we change and return, we will see the place where we started for the first time as the person we now are. The familiar will have become new. We shall not cease from exploration, and the end of all our exploring will be to arrive where we started, and to know the place for the first time. Through the unknown, remembered gate, when the last of earth left to discover is that which was the beginning, at the source of the longest river, the voice of the hidden waterfall, and the children in the apple tree, not known because not looked for, but heard, half heard, in the stillness between two waves of the sea. Quick now, here, now, always, a condition of complete simplicity. And all shall be well, and all manner of thing shall be well. It's T.S.Eliot from Little Gidding. Into the woods, and through the trees to where we are expected. And now may we learn, May we grow as we journey. Let us all go out into the world, go forth on our journeys, and see how we come back changed. By the power of 3 times 3, as we say it, so mote it be, so mote it be, and so mote it be. It is not we who bless food and drink, but they who bless us. For in their nature they nourish our bodies, and when we share food and drink, we create community. So it was in ancient times, and so it is today, and so as we go forward into the future. May you never thirst. And may you never hunger. Have something to eat and something to drink. Share food and drink with me now, and with whoever is in your circle at home. And offer some of your food and drink to the gods, to thank them for being present. Thank you to the divine mysteries, to the goddesses and gods, both revealed and concealed in the world and in our lives. The road goes ever on and on, out from the door where it began. Now far away ahead the road has gone, let others follow it who can. Let them a journey new begin, but I at last with weary feet will turn towards the lighted inn, my evening rest and sleep to meet. From the center we receive the blessings of the Spirit. We close the door of the north with thanks to the earth. We close the door of the west with thanks to the water. We close the door of the south with thanks to fire. We close the door of the east with thanks to the air. Roads go ever on and on, under cloud and under star, yet feet that wandering have gone turn at last to home afar. Look at last on meadows green and trees and hills they long have known. We will go on together. We will support each other. We will build community. We will have courage. Before we leave the circle, let's do a grounding. Take a deep breath and hold it and release. And another. As the sun rises in the morning and the world is covered in light, so that we may see where we are and where we are going, in the same way, the heart, the mind, and the soul, they open up, and we reach for the light of understanding, and we connect to the infinite, reflected in each other. Take a deep breath and hold it. Now release it. And again. This circle is open, yet unbroken. Merry meet and merry part, and merry meet again. Dear friends, although we intend to begin meeting in person again, we have set no firm date for that. However, we will continue to offer new and full moon rites here. The next new moon rite will be on the 14th of October at 7 p.m. and I'll see you then. Blessed be, everyone.